Sundargarh district is situated in the northern region of Odisha state. The area is located in a remote location of the district with tribal-dominated undulating terrain. The area was historically a forested area but has been reduced to mixed forests, scrublands and agricultural lands now. Much of the rain received during the monsoon is lost in runoff because of inadequate vegetation and absence of water storage facilities. In the process, it also carries off the valuable and fertile topsoil, rendering the land less productive. Geographically, the district is not a compact unit and consists of widely dissimilar tracts of expansive and fairly open country, dotted with isolated peaks, inaccessible forests, river valleys, and mountainous terrain. Broadly speaking, it is an undulating tableland of different elevations, broken up by rugged hill ranges. Different areas are further cut off by torrential hill streams and the river Ib and Brahmani. For periods of time during the rainy season, the rapid current of the hill stream cut off communications. Both east and west of the Brahmani Valley and relatively high mountains, Chiliatoka and Bichakani.
The Sundargarh district has around 1700 villages. So we cannot work in this entire 1700 villages. But the support of Canadian Food Grain Bank and MCC to DIsha was very strategic and crucial. They supported us to remove hunger and malnutrition from these 12 villages by protecting their soil, water, conserving their forest, conserving their seed, improving the skill of the farmers on sustainable agriculture so that the production can be improved, productivity can be improved.
Kuarmunda block is one of the interstate border blocks of Sundargarh district. 78% of the population is tribal and 72% of the population lives below the poverty line as per the government record. The rate of migration of youth and trafficking of girls is also much higher due to unemployment, food scarcity and rapid degradation of productive natural resources. DIsha, as part of previously funded MCC and CFGB project, has collected the baseline information using participatory tools in 7 remote tribal concentrated villages of this block and found 9 months of food scarcity in a year among the tribals. DIsha has been working in these 7 villages with the support of MCC for last 3 years and was able to reduce the food scarcity period to 6 months.
4 years back, we started working in these 12 villages. We had the plan to demonstrate a model project in these 12 villages. We organized them into groups. We formed the farmer groups. We formed the women self-help groups. Then we started making them aware on various government social security and food security schemes. At the same time, we reclaimed their unused land which was susceptible to high land, soil and water erosion, and we cultivated cover crop of traditional varieties, mostly lentils and nitrogen fixation crops, so that those unused land can be made productive and in future they can grow more.
Now there is a need to include more marginalized farmers, replicate the practices with improvements and create a model of change on food security and environmental restoration. During the implementation of the previous projects, the communities have been sensitized to the prevailing issues. Seeing the outcomes in the above-mentioned villages, the communities from the nearby villages have approached DIsha to do development work with them. So, 2 Gram Panchayat have been added to the 7 villages of the previous project for a total of 12 villages for this proposed project. The farmers in these 12 villages have land, but the quality of land is not very productive due to its undulating character and low inherent fertility. The land holdings are small, on which farmers do a single crop of the traditional crops only. Much of the land in the area is wasteland, covered by shrubs and small trees. Farmers keep the land vacant for at least 2 years to regain its fertility. The traditional agricultural practices also contribute to low production from the tilled land. The farmers get 100 to 250 kilograms yield per acre for rice. They do not have knowledge on use of fertilizers, and for the most part they cannot afford fertilizers since they have not tested this soil. They do not know which components are lacking in the land. Some well-to-do farmers use chemical fertilizers randomly. On the other hand, there is a lot of scope to prepare organic manure out of the waste materials like cow dung, straw, leaves, etc. But due to lack of awareness of these practices, they do not make use of them. Working with the government, DIsha realized it is extremely difficult for government to give support to every corner of the state. DIsha started working in Kuarmunda block of Sundargarh district, which is one of the most backward districts in India. Food insecurity is one of the major issues inhabitants face here in their day-to-day life. According to DIsha's current research, the tribal communities have food insecurity for up to 9 months. There are many reasons for this. Cultivable land is decreasing due to change of use of the land, like some parts become residential area. Cultivable land converted for new industries, etc. Production is decreasing due to growing infertility of land as the result of little understanding by the tribals of how to maintain soil fertility. Some multi-cropping lands become monocropping due to unavailability and deterioration of irrigation facilities. Groundwater level has dropped significantly. Lack of resilience and skill of the tribal community to adapt and initiate processes to improve the management of land and water. Resources from forest have dried up. Lack of skill to strategize and plan for more agricultural production. For example, develop nutritional vegetables, dry crops and low-cost sustainable organic production system.
आगरे तो आमर खाली धान चाष भी किछि होउथिला किछि हो नथिला पानी न रहिबारु सब पानी तो धुई धुआ पड़े जाउथिला एबे नाड़ गाढ़ा सब बंधा हे गला बेले पानीटा रहि जाउछि हेति लागि धान चाष भी भले होउछि किंतु सेही काम हेबारु आमर बहुत से भलो धान एबे होउछि आ धान काटी करी भी आमे बहुत किछि सब्जी पनी परिबा लगै पारुछु एबे आमे चाहिले तीनटा फसल भी करि पारबो फास्ट आमे धान चाष करियो धान काटी करी आमे टमाटर बैगण जहाँ आमे पनीपरी काकुड़ी फाकुड़ी सब लगे पारिबो हमर एबे सब सेंट पानीटा रहि जाउछि.
The main occupation of tribal villagers is agriculture supplemented with labor and collection of minor forest producers are in a continuous degrading stage. In the lean session, villagers opt for daily wage labor work from government, but due to extreme delay of payments and harassment, the villagers do not go for it. In the mines and factories within the district, the owners opt for outside labor because if they take local labor, then they organize themselves and demand various rights and proper wages. Hence, if the factory and mines owner take outside labor, then they can exploit them as per their wish. Hence, the local tribal villagers migrate to outside state to work in brick kiln, crushers and mines and are subject to severe harassment and torture. If the entire family migrates, then the sufferings increases with spoiling of childhood and womanhood. Keeping this in view, DIsha plans some activities for the coming 3 years, like to develop kitchen gardens in every household, which will ensure fresh organic vegetables for everyday consumption. encourage organic agricultural practices through use of different methods and techniques of preparation of organic manure and organic pest control.
ये जिया खतो के ट्रेनिंग होला, गोल कंपोस्ट के ट्रेनिंग होला, कौरी साग सब्जी हो कैसे कारे खोई कैसे रोपे खोई ई कार हो ट्रेनिंग दिलाएं सेकार हमें एखान बहुत फायदा पवा थी, इतना तक कि एखान केवे भूखे नहीं रहा था.
Identify more land suitable for agriculture and level it to enable farmers to grow more food. Develop watershed improvements, rainwater harvesting structures to improve irrigation facilities and recharge groundwater. Encourage and support the adoption of cover crops in unused land to conserve soil and water, increase soil fertility, provide fodder for cattle and produce food crops like pulses for families. Preserve traditional variety of seeds which require less water and respond better to organic methods.
चाष बाड़ी के कैसे करब, कैसे अपन जगह के बचावे, कैसे हुआ के माटी मन के जो उर्वर माटी है उमन के बचाए के लगी हमरे मन के सिखालाएं. एक साल उड़ीद लगल, दूसरा साल उड़ान में कुर्थी लगावे या तो जटंगी या मड़ुआ यह लेखे लगाते रहले हुआ के जो उर्वर माटी है गोटों नष्ट नहीं हुई.
Promote mixed cropping and encourage lentils, millets and vegetables along with paddy. Stop the use of harmful chemical pesticides which destroys the biodiversity of the area and affects the villagers' health and food sovereignty.
देसी सार दे थी कि दिशा पर से बता लाए कि चलानी सार केमिकल मन के ना देवा, माटी भी खराब हो के चांस ना खे और एखान अगर केमिकल के देले तो पाछे छव मन नहीं परवा नहीं, केमिकल के दाम बढ़ते जैसे कार से देसी मद में कमती खर्चा पड़ी. और
To implement the plan, DIsha has undertaken some activities like training and exposure of farmers working with organic agriculture, provide more help to farmers to construct compost pits and vermi compost pits.
गोबर मैद कंपोस्ट सार ई मन के बनाए सिखाला. ओहे अनुसार हमरे एखन गोबर सार और कंपोस्ट सार दे के हमें अपन बगीचा में यानी कि किचन गार्डन का है ना उकर में हमें धनिया जे भी छोटे छोटे जो जल्दी होएला उ मन के हमें लगाती, कुंदरी होला, झींगा होला, झींगा पपीता कोयनर गाछ ई मन के किनार किनार में लगा दी.
Develop 120 acres of degraded land through land leveling. Promote cultivation of cover crops, planning for soil and water conservation plan. Develop 6 degraded sites with soil and water conservation measures to protect soil, check surface runoff and conserve moisture to increase productivity. Support and train families to develop nutritional gardens, strengthen women self-help groups and develop the leadership qualities. Develop the skill of women groups on income generation activities and capacity to manage it profitably.
मुर्गी मन हो पला थी पोसा थी और उमन के चलते हो एखन आगे की बनराज की बॉयलर कीन के खातिर एखन घरक मुर्गी हैं आप जब चाहे तब के मार के खाती या तो दो पैसा हो बाहर बाजार ले के बेच के एक दो पैसा उकरो से कमाई पड़ा थी.
The main object was to ensure year-round food and nutrition security among tribal families of Kuarmunda block by increasing productivity of farmland through sustainable agriculture, improved management of natural resources and developing animal husbandry.
Also we focused on improving their cattle. We provided them training on goat rearing, poultry, and they practiced all those trainings and they improved their goat rearing and poultry activity and they are earning large amount by selling goats and poultry.
टीका देवाले हमार छेगरी मन बीमार से कोनो नहीं होत रहा है और बैठ जात रहा है. आगे मुरुग छेगरी मन के मुरुग बीमार धरत रहे और मुरुग मर जात रहा है. एखन हमके दिशा वर्ष से आलाएं और जैसे कि हमके सिखा लाएं एखन हमार छेगरी मन कोनो नहीं होते और बीमार भी नहीं धरत है.
दिशा वाला दिलाए बाड़ बोदा उकर छुआ बड़ बड़ होते बड़का खासी होते उकर वजन भी बगरा होते पैसा हूँ बगरा होते.
Secondly, increased food consumption amongst the targeted 600 families. Finally, increased income level of women self-help group members through income generation activity. Donor who supported this program are Canadian Food Grain Bank and Mennonite Central Committee. CFGB goal is a world without hunger. NCC is a global non-profit organization that strives to share God's love in compassion for all through relief, development and peace. Impact of the project, water diversion structure and running water structure has been established primarily in one village. Due to those, approximately 50 to 100 acres of land were directly benefited. Due to the increase in groundwater level and seepage, another 50 to 100 acres of land were indirectly benefited, including commercial plots irrigated from open wells. Through the land development activity, a total of 10 acres of land has been developed throughout the project area. Altogether, a total of approximately 200 of land, mostly paddy fields, including some commercial vegetables plots out of total approximately 1200 acres of paddy owned by 600 project participants were benefited from water availability and reduced soil erosion. Due to the government project of building check dams on water channel and setting up of bore well, additional 50 to 100 acres of cropland vegetable fields have come under irrigation facilities. In the villages where the water structure is done, approximately 20 to 25 acres of vegetables plots have become suitable for round-the-year vegetable production due to the groundwater level increase. People were doing kitchen nutrition garden previously as well.
The traditional seeds they have started preserving and cultivating, and the money they were using on purchasing chemical fertilizers and hybrid seeds have been decreased. Now they are producing organic manure, and all the 600 families in the 12 villages are not using the chemical fertilizers in their nutrition garden.
However, as a result of the project, those gardens become intensive and lot more diverse in terms of number and types of vegetables are produced there, along with adoption of organic farming practices. Therefore, in a sense, very few new nutrition gardens have been established. However, there were some commercial vegetable plots have been started throughout the project area.
At the same time, the few women groups also after getting training on mushroom cultivation, they have started mushroom cultivation and also earning money. At the same time, they are also eating in the house. So the farmer groups are focusing on farming activity. The women self-help groups are they are focusing on nutrition garden, cattle rearing, goat rearing, poultry, mushroom cultivation, detergent making. In this way, they are earning more. And now we have 12 women self-help groups. They have lot of seed money. We have linked them with the financial institution, the local banks. They are getting loan from the banks, and they are using for farming activity and other activity which they were needing from time to time.
Especially in the villages where water saving structure is done. Approximately 10 acres of land has been developed, owned by 40 farmers across the project area. Ensuring increasing dietary diversity is one of the most important achievements. Because of the increased production of cover crop and diversified vegetables in the nutrition garden, there is no doubt that diversity within the group of carbohydrate, especially within the group of vegetables, has been increased. Another thing that has happened is the increased consumption of cooking oil. One woman in Tangrain village, where water harvesting structure is done, replied she used to use 300 ml of cooking oil per week for a family of 7 to 8 members. but now she uses 2 liters of cooking oil per week. Most of the people were found to be using either mustard or refined plum oil. Significant change has happened related to number of months' food available for 3 meals a day in families. For some families, yield of rice and pulse has increased due to the project activities related to land development and water harvesting structure made in one particular village. Therefore, those families have more rice available to eat. Nutritional garden are producing diversified vegetables around the year for almost all the families to eat throughout the year. However, as revealed from the focus group discussions with the farmers, that people even whose rice yield didn't increase have enough money to have 3 meals almost throughout the year. As mentioned earlier, tracking income from goat rearing is also tricky, but as revealed from the government statistics that the rate of increase in number of goat in the project villages is significantly higher than that of the non-project villages. Though beyond the scope of the project, DIsha's commitment and strong background of right-based work, awareness building and improved food security situation has resulted in almost zero women and children trafficking in the project area.
The partnership between MCC, DIsha and CFGG is a great partnership. It is very encouraging. It is not only encouraging DIsha, it is also encouraging the rural indigenous community, and the people of these villages, and DIsha is very grateful to the contributors who donate, who support the CFGB, who donate grain, money, everything to with a great faith to remove hunger and malnutrition from this area. Is very encouraging. From this support, we not only change the life condition of these 12 villages, but we demonstrate a model which changes the life of the community in these 12 villages to other villages who can see, who can change themselves, who can learn, and a larger society from this project can be benefited. And we are very grateful to the CFGB and MCC. Thank you.